Um, the main reason why I wanted to go live today was to talk about some trademark things. You guys know that I take trademarking, my business name, tagline, hashtags, all that stuff. You know that I take it very, very seriously. It is very important to me that I protect Ivy's Tea Company in every way that I possibly can. As you know, like we've trademarked hashtag Trap Tea, which is how I promote and market Ivy's Tea Company. In addition to selling merch with it on it, it's also on our teas and on our honeys. Like it's really, really important to the brand. And trademarking, that was something that I started to do back in March or May of 2020. I can't recall. And at that time, it was like the first time I'd actually made any money. It was the first time where I had made money, paid shipping, paid my Shopify bills, all that stuff, and had extra money. And so as soon as I got that extra money, I decided to trademark something, and I trademarked hashtag Trap Tea. But also at the same time, I had been thinking about other things that I should trademark, like our tagline, which is drink tea like an adult. And also the business name, Ivy's Tea Company. And at that time, I learned that there were other companies that had Ivy's in their name. And while none of them were particularly tea companies like Ivy's Tea Company is, they were in classes that are adjacent. So like there could be this assumption that if I'm technically like Ivy's Jam, where I make just jam, jelly and jam, that there is a possibility that I might want to sell honey or honey spread in the future. And so because of that, it would be maybe difficult for me to trademark Ivy's Tea Company because there were other companies that already had similar names in the market. So my lawyer convinced me to change the name, and I'm actually okay with it. I'm really excited about the rebrand, which is what the big change is. There will be a rebrand for Ivy's Tea Company, probably in about 6 weeks, maybe a little less. But the point is that now I get an opportunity to name the tea company after something that is actually more in line with our brand. The truth of the matter is that when I named Ivy's Tea Company, what it is, I didn't expect to really go in this direction with a hip-hop inspired herbal tea company. That's merely me responding to the market and also learning as an entrepreneur what people want and what's missing from the market. And once I did that, I realized that maybe the name Ivy's didn't fit, but at the time I didn't have a reason to change it, and I had a great story. And so I just rolled with it. But now we've got some new changes coming, and I actually want you all's help. We're going in a much bolder direction. It's a much louder direction. My main reason for sharing this and bringing you along in the journey is so that, we've received a lot of press, and I don't want anybody to think that we've been bought up. We're still here, still Black woman owned, still owned by me. So I want to share with you guys something. This is like one option that we have from the branding agency. So as you can see, it's like more like, I don't know, like it's very feminine, I feel like, but it's also got this hip hop aspect that's kind of like far off into space, which is certainly an aspect of hip hop music that I love and appreciate. And then we've also got something here that's a little more focused on typography, and it's really loud and got like a lot of cool images. You got to ignore the Lil Wayne. We know Lil Wayne was talking with Trump so he could get a pardon, but the guy is still bugging out. So we're not endorsing that at all. But also we've got this last one here that shows a little more pays homage to the foundations of hip hop music. And I'm really excited about that. I certainly have favorites amongst them all. What's really, really important to me is that no matter what, people see Ivy's Tea Company in this hip hop space and you feel like we're contributing. I don't want anyone to feel like we're taking back or only paying homage to a bygone era. It's really important to me that you see Ivy's Tea Company as something that is evolving and growing and helping hip hop as much as hip hop culture has helped me. So I'm certainly going to share more as we go in the coming weeks. I'll have different logos for y'all to look at and different typography. And Faith had the great idea that I should definitely invite a few of you guys to have like a virtual trap tea party kind of thing where we provide the tea and the trap china, and we kind of can talk about the brand and I can get your insight, because a lot of y'all are super creative and it's very important to me that you feel like you're a part of this process, because I feel like you are and I want you to actually be able to see it in real time. I think that's the one thing that makes Ivy's Tea Company a lot different from my competition, but also just a lot of the other small businesses out there. Like, this is really kind of crowdsourced and I love that about it. I'm actually going to post these mood boards in our stories. I've got different images that I've juxtaposed, and I just kind of want you to vote for the one that you like the most. And that's feedback that I can give to the brand agency. Thanks so much again, y'all. Have a great Sunday. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day to the people in love. Whatever. Peace.